The man viciously rubbed his fingers against the bedposts, waiting for the wounds to heal. He would continue repeating this process until none of his 10 fingers had any fingerprints left, because he wanted to avenge his girlfriend, who had been molested by the police. 6 months ago, Lucy had just finished taking a shower when she heard a knock at the door. Thinking it was her boyfriend, she hurried to open the door. However, when she opened the door, she found a drunken man. Lucy was terrified. She used all her strength to block the door, but the drunk man managed to push his way in. Seeing Lucy's stunning figure, the drunk man shamelessly pulled out $100 and forced Lucy into his arms. At this time, her boyfriend, who was cooling off downstairs, saw this unusual scene through the window. Jimmy hurried back to the room and immediately wrestled with the drunk until the drunk was stunned by the table. Jimmy then led Lucy to the police station to report the incident. However, when the police discovered that Lucy had intellectual problems, they separated the two for questioning. The captain forced Lucy to take off her coat and carefully recall the details of the injury. Lucy only remembered that the drunk had a black pentagram symbol on his hand. This discovery shocked the captain, because Lucy had just described the police chief, who was standing outside the interrogation room. In order to cover up the truth, everyone conspired to falsely accuse Jimmy of assaulting a police officer. They even took out a pistol and forced it into Jimmy's hand. After everything was done, the police chief came to Lucy's side again and warned her not to tell the truth. With the careful planning of several people, Jimmy spent 6 months in prison. On the day of his release, Lucy was waiting for him at the gate, overjoyed. But by now, Lucy was pregnant. And what made Jimmy feel even worse was that he didn't know who the father was. The fire of revenge in his heart suddenly flared up. The next day, when the wife of one of the policemen returned home, she was so scared that she stood still as if she had seen something terrible. When the policeman returned from work, he couldn't find his wife anywhere, until Jimmy appeared silently behind him. This gripping film is called Death of a Avenger, and I would rate it 7 stars.